Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, my name is Namonde. If you don't know me by now, my name is Namonde Blue and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and hopefully I can convince you to stay and watch some more, and I can convince you to subscribe. So yeah, that's just about it, Kesana. And also please do follow me on my social media platforms. It's literally Namonde Blue everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, and then Facebook it's Namonde Mukwena. And yeah guys, I hope you guys will enjoy the story time because you guys have been bugging me like, guys, literally I was just like thinking about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I even going to start with this whole story time thing? Because I am not even a good storyteller, but I'm gonna try my best. And hopefully there is something to tell, Sana, because I don't even think my story is that interesting, So yeah guys, as because you guys have been like, you guys want Izindaba like, oh Namonde, tell us how you find out. Oh Namonde, how did you tell your boyfriend? Namonde, how did you tell your mom? Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh guys. you guys are just, yeah, you're a lot. But see, I really appreciate you guys' support, and honestly my account has grown so much in such a short period of time. And with that said, I really appreciate it, and you guys kind of do deserve the story time, so I'll just give it to you this one time, just this once, okay? So yeah, let's get into it.
I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like corduroy, you wear me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
Don't know where to start, but I was just thinking about it and I was like, maybe I should start La Kona. I think this was a sign. Looking back, I think it was a sign. So I remember that period, me and my boyfriend used to fight a lot. So like, it was so bad guys, it was so bad. Literally we were on the verge of breaking up, and I think he was okay with it and I was okay with it also. Like, we were just not getting along. We used to fight all the time. We constantly fought, and when I say we fought, like, we like fought for real guys. It was not funny, because even my mom was like, she would listen to our phone calls and she'd be like, girl, you need to tone it down, because Haibo, this guy, you're just giving him hell, you understand? And one thing about me, I'm one person who never backs down. And one thing about him, he's one person who, always tries to calm me down, especially if maybe we don't get along or we disagree on something. He's that calm person in our relationship. But see, at that moment guys, like, he was just not having it also, the same way I was not having it, and we constantly fought, we constantly argued. Like, the next day we tried to like come to, I don't know, mediate or whatever. Still, like, we just didn't get along. And with that said, I think that was the sign with Tini. Something is going on, something is wrong, because I did not like him. I was literally starting to imagine my life without him. You understand what I mean? So yeah, I guess it was just that bad. Okay guys, so I start getting to a point where I start feeling very sick. I think when you know your body, you know your body. Something is very off at the moment. I did feel a bit off, but one thing about me, I'm such an overthinker. And when I tell you, there's been numerous instances where I was like, oh my gosh, am I expecting? You know what I mean? And obviously it was a false alarm, but Sinjay, I don't know, it was just always a thing that would be at the back of my mind. And also, I don't know if like everybody goes through this or someone has experienced this before, but one thing about me, whenever there's somebody expecting in my family, I tend to dream about it. And when I do dream about it, in the dream it looks like I'm the one who's carrying, you understand what I mean? And I literally like have like sort of the full experience where you feel your belly is like full or whatever the case may be. And then at some point we find out ukuthi someone in our family is expecting, you understand? So with that said, I did not really understand what those dreams meant, and I thought ukuthi, they were like directed to me, and I would feel so paranoid, and I would literally overthink so much, and I would literally tell my boyfriend like all the time, and it just got to a point where he was just like so over it. So when this started happening and I started telling him that I'm not really feeling good and my body's just giving me mixed signals, he literally just thought it was just one of those times where I am, overthinking, you know what I mean? So yeah, but truly this time it was different because I could feel my body feels different, and then fast forward to the day I was expecting my period, right? Because I have this app on my phone that tracks my period, and I think I was supposed to like see my period around the first week of July, not July man, April, and it did not come, Gesana. And sometimes this app would tell me maybe, for instance, just for example, I'm expecting my period on the 4th, and the latest I can get my period is the 6th. So if I know I missed the 4th and the 6th, then I should be worried, and with that the same thing happened. So I missed the date that I was supposed to go on my period on, and then I waited for like a later date and still nothing happened. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I think something is happening, and he was just like to me, you know what, just go get a test and then we can just get it over and done with. Like I said, he legit thought yeah, I'm losing my mind because I like being dramatic like that, and so I went and I bought the test, and I was kind of feeling shy there at thing at clicks. I'm like, I'm buying this thing, but yeah, I went and bought the thing, and then I came back home immediately because I did not even want to wait, because sometimes I tend to hear people saying in the morning the best time to test is with that morning pee, wara wara. I did not want to wait for any morning pee. I was like, I just want to know now, and then I did test, and then I found out oh shucks, they're positive. Guess both of them, they're positive. And I literally just sent him a picture, and I was like, this is what's happening, so what now, and we were both freaked out. It took us a while to actually grasp, but this thing is actually real, this thing is actually happening, in your mind you're thinking maybe it's not, but at the same time you're just like, what are the odds, So after that we went to the doctor, and literally when we got to the doctor confirmed everything, and yeah man, you could just see his face. He was so terrified. I was also very scared, and I think it took us a while, man, to just grasp and to just come to terms with what's happening. So with that said, I think a lot of things started to make sense. As always, bickering and at each other's throats kind of start making sense, and we tried to like calm ourselves down a bit. But when I tell you, first trimester, I did not like him, Gesana. I think that was the beginning. That time when we were fighting, that was the beginning of my first trimester, I guess, and that was the beginning of me hating him, because I hated him. Like, I did not like him, gosh. Guys, like, I did not like him. I hated him so much. He just repulsed me, and it was just that. And honestly, I kind of don't regret it, because I think that helped me because my first trimester I did not go through all the things that other people go through, vomiting. I did have a little bit of nausea time to time, and I would pick things that I wanted to eat, some of the things I did not like, but the main thing there was that I hated his guts. We constantly fought. It even got to a point where my mom was like, he would take your phone and speak to him and be like, you know what, I need you to be patient with this person, because it's not her, the emotions are just, the hormones are just playing tricks with her, so please try to be patient with her. And after that, shame, he literally started to come down and he started to understand. Yeah guys, so after like the whole me telling him and whatnot, then it went on to having to tell my mom. You understand what I mean? So with telling my mom, it wasn't, you know, difficult or anything like that. I think I just had that mentality of, I'm grown, you know, girl, you should understand, like, it's not like it's teenage pregnancy and stuff, you know. Another thing that kind of made it easy was that I felt like she already suspected. She could already see something was up with me, because she would hint, oh, you're starting to gain weight, you know, from time to time. And even before then, I was not even aware what I'm expecting. And yeah, I think another thing that made it so obvious to her is that if you know me from my previous videos, or if you've been like a long time supporter, you know, like I was like a very petite girl, and honestly I would be wearing like my crop tops, my, you know, short skirts and whatnot, and they would be showing my tummy, and she would see, man, this stomach looks a bit sus, you know. And yeah, man, so after we confirmed with the doctor, I came back and I told her, and you know, she was not surprised, because I kind of confirmed what she was suspecting. But I do feel she was a bit disappointed, because it was just that thing, I understand that you were able to, you've grown first and foremost, you've completed your studies and whatnot. But see, it would have been more ideal if this had happened in a situation where you have your own place, you working, you earning money and all of those things, you understand? So I kind of understood where she was coming from. She was a little bit disappointed, and it was kind of funny to see everything unfold, because I remember it was like days before, or like weeks before I went to my graduation. And on graduation day, my boyfriend and my mom were there, and my mom was just looking at him like, when if I could, you know, if I could, I would literally box you right now. But yeah, so that was just that, honestly speaking. I don't know what's there to tell, honestly, but yeah, man, it has been a journey. It has been a journey and a half, and I've been enjoying my journey so much, because my family has been so supportive, from my little brother to my boyfriend to my mom, like my brothers, literally everybody has been so supportive, and it has made this journey very easy for me. I think the only time where I'm going to see is on Labor Day, you know. That's when I'm going to be like, you know what, no more, because honestly, I don't think I'm at a point where I can say this has been the most horrible thing that has happened to me, you know, because it has been an amazing journey, and I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God for entrusting me with such a huge responsibility. And yeah, man, I feel like it has pushed me to, you know, push myself. You know, I have been pushing myself so much. I've got out of my comfort zone. I am literally sitting here and looking at the camera and speaking to you guys, which is something that it was just so far-fetched, because one thing about me, like, you know, I'm a bit reserved for my own good, you know. But this has pushed me to get out of my comfort zone and to fight even harder, you know. So with that said, thank you so much for listening to my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section, and if I must do another one, I will try my best to do another one and answer almost every questions that you guys may have for me, because some of them are just too personal for me to answer. But I will try my best to answer a couple that you guys may have after this. And please don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Nomonde Blue, TikTok Nomonde Blue, Facebook Nomonde Mokwena, and also please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for making it this far. I love you so much, and I hope to see you again in my next video.